JohnJay and Rich. Man, last night I'm watching American Idol, and we were going to be there last night, and we moved it to next week. And, Quentin Tarantino was there. Katie Couric was in the audience. That dude from The Sopranos was in the audience. I was like,
Steven Van Zandt, little Steven.
And I was like all excited. And then it's a history-making event because they changed it up because of the 4 judges. They ran late last week. So what they did is they let the 2 judges critique at a time.
I don't like it.
My God, it bothered me so much.
I'll tell you why it bothers me, because you always want to hear what Paula and Simon have to say.
Those are pretty much the only 2 people you really want to hear. It blew my mind.
And, if they were to say, hey, every other time we're going to let you talk, Cara Diagordi, that's fine, but you're never waiting with bated breath to hear what she's going to have to say. You got your opinion of what people sound like, and then you want to hear which judge agrees with you the most.
Oh, I know, yeah.
And for some reason, even though it's different, I usually agree with Paula and Simon.
Yep.
Even though they have different opinions, I agree with something each of them says each time. So then when you don't get what they're going to say, you're watching them, and they're thinking, oh, my God, they're not going to get to say. They're watching like we're watching. You want them to talk. They have to sit and watch it like an audience member and say, I hope that Randy or Cara says what I'm thinking.
Well, on the line right now is the star of American Idol, Paula Abdul. Good morning, Paula Abdul.
Good morning, guys.
Hello, sunshine.
Paula, so frustrated last
Sunshine.
night. So frustrated by that. I was so glad to see your reaction when Cara said she did like Chris's song, to know that you liked it when you went, yes!
That was great.
I was like, thank God.
That was great. And Adam Lambert last night, once again, shows that he is in a completely different world than the rest of the American Idols. He is a showman, man. That guy could do it.
And he takes the risks, You're never disappointed. Even if you don't like the song, you cannot deny it.
You're right.
He's unique.
Yeah, he was really good. What's up with all the Bryan Adams last night?
There was a lot, right?
Oh, I know.
I didn't know Bryan Adams had that many songs. I'm a little worried about Lil Rounds, even though I really like her.
Oh, she's gone. She's gone tomorrow. She's gone tonight.
You think this is tonight for her?
She's gone, huh, Paula?
I don't know. You never know.
Who are you worried about?
I'm worried about her.
Yeah.
And I'm worried about Matt.
Oh, I know. Dude, I love that guy.
That guy keeps getting a bad rap. I don't know why. I think he's really good.
Yeah, I'm worried about him, too.
I'm worried about him because during rehearsals, he nailed it completely. And, whenever it's live, it's a crapshoot. You just want it to be perfect, but you never know.
What's your take on the judge thing, what they did last night?
Not good.
Not good.
Yeah, no, it was awkward because it's weird. It's like you're in the audience.
Well, I understand, the fact that, they got in big trouble because we were like 7 minutes over. But to let us know that we're doing it, it's like I found out the way you're finding out, and like we all found out the way everyone was.
Oh,
like,
man.
Yeah, so it was like, okay, first it was going to be the girls and then the guys. And then they changed it up at the last second to have it Simon and I and Randy and Cara, but it was just kind of weird because I wanted to say so much for some of the other contestants.
They need you to talk to them. All of the contestants need to hear what you have to say, and it's what you expect. You're being really nice with your criticisms, giving them the real deal, and you're almost bracing them for whatever Simon's going to say, good or bad.
It's true.
And if they don't get that at all,
their dogs are going nuts right now.
Dogs are going nuts because they agree completely.
Because of what they love that $1 billion gorgeous Beverly Hills dog collar you had on last night. That thing was hot. That was sexy. Yeah. I was like, damn.
Your haircut looks cool too.
Well, thank you very much, guys.
I shouldn't say haircut to a girl though, should I?
Yeah, no, you can call it that or hairstyle, but we get what
it is shorter.
Yeah.
It makes you sassier.
Here are my concerns for who's going home. I think Lou Rounds. I think she probably should go home. I think Anoop should go home. I don't want Chris to go home or Matt to go home yet. And I think Matt and Chris could be in the bottom, and that would be a travesty.
Yeah, Chris, I thought was good, man. I love that
Chris
song.
was really good. Chris was really good. And it's like he wasn't all pitchy and all over the place. That's why I was really glad that Cara did the bait and switch there.
Yeah.
As a viewer, when I watch Idol, and I see Simon do a critique, I see you do a critique, and those are the two I want to see. I like Randy, and I'm cool hearing his dog, this, that, and he's part of it. I get it.
Yep.
But whenever they do it in order, and it goes like you, Simon, or Simon and you, I don't really care what comes after that. That's just filler for me. But I'll do it okay. When they eliminate you and Simon from critiquing somebody, it really bummed me out. I actually would fast forward through some of it because it's like I want to watch both of you guys. Both of you guys have a chemistry and a presence on television, and so does Ryan. Actually, I mean, as much as he bothers me, I mean, he's still as much as I'm jealous of his whole life. But,
he doesn't bother you. He's just wildly successful.
That's
and
it.
jealous.
But I mean, he's really good. Ryan Seacrest is fantastic at hosting that show, and he owns the TV screen when he does it, and so does Simon, and so do you. Kara and Randy don't. And it's weird. That's the weakest part of the show when they go to them, and it's so. I couldn't believe they made that. Why wouldn't they, Paula? Why wouldn't they say, "Okay, everybody, keep your critiques to 25 seconds"?
Because he tried that.
Some people can't.
Tried that, and I guess we all have something to say that we want to get across. It's just,
She's so polite.
it's hard.
Who is the decision maker? The final. Who is the one person that says, "Here's what we're going to do"?
I would say the producers and Simon.
But is it the producer? Is it that one, that Simon Fuller guy?
No. Executive producer. There's two of them, and they're really lovely people. Ken Wallach and Charles Boyd. And then it's a whole big decision-making thing. And then there's the head of alternative television, Mike Darnell, and the head of Fremantle.
Oh.
They all weigh in.
Will you do me a favor to introduce me to them on Tuesday? I like to have some words with them.
Yeah. Because you know what?
I'd like to watch
only
that.
Only if you have plenty to say.
Oh, yeah. Well, JohnJay and TV, you know that he always has plenty to say about television.
Can I talk to you two for a second over here, please?
Oh, boy.
Can I see you in Paula's dressing room in 5 minutes now?
You know, the sad thing is that we haven't talked much about the performances. We've talked about the changing of the judges, and I think that we are not alone in America because I believe in my heart of hearts that people want to see what Paula and Simon have to say. It's almost impossible to argue that that's people want to see that, and when it's missing, you're like, oh wow, man, they changed the show up to the point where I don't know. I almost don't know what to think about the performances until I hear what you guys have to say. Which is a compliment to you, by the way.
What?
That's a compliment to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate that.
And the movie songs, everybody picked kind of mellow songs, except for Adam Lambert. He's the only one who rocked it last night.
I know. And how he added the electronica stuff. It was a good performance.
Yeah, he was good.
Fun.
I thought Danny Goki did Endless Love, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was. I thought it was really good too, and he hasn't totally blown me away lately. But Endless Love, I thought was great.
I think the problem. For
your eyes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you singing. The problem I think with too many mellow songs in a row is when you get one after a fast song. It's the way albums sound when they're good. You never put like three ballads back to back.
No,
when you have three ballads on a show almost takes you out of the active watching thing. You're watching it like you're watching it really mellow, and that's never been more evident when my kids stop dancing around. They're just kind of looking like, oh great, another slow song. This song doesn't rock.
I felt that, again, what you get with Adam is he's very mindful of not just himself and his songs, but he's mindful of what the audience gets. And he was the only one that had up tempo, and it just like when that happens, it's like, whoa, another performance that like from Adam that you just don't expect. And it was fun because Katie Couric was like, she goes, God, it's so electrifying yet intimate at the same time being in the audience.
Did you do anything last night after the show?
Let's see. No, I saw her take some pictures, and that's it.
No, you didn't go out to dinner, or you just go home and chill out?
Oh, did I? Yeah, of course I went to dinner.
Oh, where'd you go?
We went, it was myself, my manager, Dave, and Alan. We went to Sushi Roku.
Yum. Sushi.
Where do you guys want to go Tuesday?
You tell us. We're on your good humor.
Okay, I'll come up with something. and we could go to one of the new happening places.
Yeah.
That my bacon restaurant open up yet? BCN?